Hey, peoples. Happy Motivational Monday. Monday. Happy Monday to you, people. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Happy, whatever days. It's a good time, ain't it? Whew! What a great day it is to be alive. So, we are going to have an amazing evening this evening. It's I've gotten so much done today. It's unbelievable. I was in a parade. I got to come be a part of the parade. I saw my kids in a parade. Saw my kids playing, trumpets and whole 9 yards and saxophones and all the other good stuff like that. So good times indeed. And it was a lovely day to root on it all. That's actually really good. Oh, I gotta click that button right there. I say I want to go live, but I keep forgetting to hit the live button, except, go figure, right? Well, intelligence, what can I say? Sometimes I wonder if these rocks are smarter than I am. So, how about this happy little, what is it called? Memorial Day. Gotta love Memorial Day, huh? I'm trying to get situated here. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my good. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on. Ever tell you how much I hate computers? Yeah, I gotta love that, right? So, anyways, but you know what? This morning, when I dropped the kids off to go to the band and stuff like that, all right, I stopped at one of my favorite places, the graveyard. The most wealthiest place on this planet, right? I mean, in all essence, it really is. I mean, it's pretty wealthy out there. Nowhere else is there's so many dreams and things like that have been found, and so many dreams and goals and books and songs that have been buried there that were never written, that were never sang, that were never acted on, inventions that were never made. And so it's we got all this stuff going on out there, and it's like, well, what are we going to do about it? Well, what are we going to do? So, but the reason I love going there is because it reminds me. It reminds me. See, it reminds me how important our beginnings are. And what I mean by that is everybody starts somewhere. Everybody has a beginning and an end. The Alpha and Omega, and I know when people are surrounded by silence like this, you get to, like I heard earlier today, you hear something really loud. That life only feels chaotic when you stop showing up for it. Say that 5 times fast, right? See, today's Memorial Day, and today's a day that we honor those who gave everything for our country. A day where we stand in the presence of people whose stories are complete. while ours are still being written. And this is why our story really matters. This is why this message matters. Because your consistency is your peace. See, every one of us knows what it feels like when life gets loud, when life gets annoying, when life gets irritating, when life gets challenging. We all know what it's like. We have to throw and deal with bills. We have to deal with work. We have to deal with layoffs. We have to deal with rising gas prices. We have to deal with rising food prices. We have to deal with rising everything prices. And on top of it all, we have to deal with kids that constantly want money for football or band or dance or soccer or whatever new catchy toy that's out there, or God forbid, new pair of pants or shoes that are out there. And so life really does hit us. And let's not talk about the unmentionable unknowns. Hey, Alicia, where just stuff just comes out of the blind side. Fridge stops working, or the dryer stops working, or a storm comes through and rips off half your roof. And life is always going to try and do something to you. Life is always going to be loud. It's always going to be loud. And then, of course, you have all the unfinished things that you wanted to complete. And then you have to suffer with all those loud, broken promises to yourself. You know, the ones, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I'll do it in the morning. I'll get up early in the morning and get it done. And then you end up feeling loud with guilt or pressure to get it done. Or worse yet, regret that you didn't get it done. See, that's all noise that comes from life. It comes from the inconsistencies in our life, the things that aren't part of our structure, the things that aren't part of our habits, the things that aren't set up within our disciplines. So when you stop showing up for yourself, when you stop giving yourself that discipline on you and your own personal tasks, habits, and goals and dreams, your mind starts shouting at you. In here starts talking to you constantly. It's like a little voice on the shoulder saying, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did that. You need to get this done. And then you know what happens? Your peace disappears. It's gone. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. And you know what happens? It's a snowball effect. Because once that little voice starts talking inside your head about, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, about all those broken promises to yourself, that I'll get it done tomorrow, or I'll get it done later, or you know what, I need to get it done, or I feel guilty because I didn't get it done, or even worse yet, I regret not doing it. The biggest thing that people say when they are old and dying on their deathbed is regret. They say that is the most horrendous feeling they have, to carry a whole entire life of regret, of not taking a moment and kissing that girl, or taking a moment kissing that guy, or taking a moment and stepping up to try and lead something, or taking that moment and starting a new job when he felt like he was perfectly comfortable where he was, or leading that moment to try and start that new business, or start that new idea, start that new invention, or start that family, or start that build of something with that was going to be phenomenal. That's the number one thing that people have when they die, is that feeling of regret. They said it's the worst feeling in the world, to have lived your whole life and regret that you missed out on something you could have changed now. And that little voice in your shoulder will sit with you until the day you die. And that peace, that voice, will take your peace away from you. That voice will take your confidence away from you. That voice will blur your direction completely and push you towards a life of comfort. And the worst thing is, you'll start believing it. You'll start believing the little lie that you're behind, when really you're just out of the rhythm. You're out of the track. You're like a bicycle chain. You're pedaling, but that chain isn't on the grooves. You're just spinning around and you're not there. That's the worst part. And that little voice is going to tell you that, hey, you're behind. And so you're going to pedal faster, and the chain ain't even hooked up to the bike. See, every now and then you have to stop and reattach that chain to the gears. So when you pedal, you go farther. Because that rhythm creates your clarity. Every now and then when you're on a boat and you're sailing across the ocean or across a lake, you have to stop and take new measurements to make sure you're going in the right direction. When you get behind the wheel of a car, you just say, hey, I know I'm going that way. I'm just going to go that way. Straight through the houses, straight through the fields, straight through everything. It just goes straight. No. You have to go this way, then you have to go that way, then you have to go this way, then you have to go that way, then you have to go this way, and sometimes you have to go that way. You have to adjust the course. But it's adjusting that course is what creates the rhythm. Because you won't need to adjust the course if you're not walking, if you're not stepping. And if you're not stepping, you're not going anywhere. Might as well just pull the dirt up around yourself, because you're done. See, it's that consistency is taking that step and walking forward. That's what brings you clarity. That consistent step, each step you make, is what helps get you closer to your dreams and your goals. And that rhythm of a step helps get you closer. It helps create that clarity, which helps clean up that peace, which helps knock that voice off the shoulder there. Get out of here! We don't need you anyway. I'm driving a car today, not you. Because that voice will try to lead you down a path of chaos. That voice will lead you down a path where you won't believe in yourself. That voice will lead you down a path that will sabotage your dreams and your future. But that voice will also create a future that you will regret on your deathbed. And I want you to think about this. Look around a cemetery long enough, and you're going to learn something. You stand there in a cemetery and look around. Just stand there long enough, look around. And what will you see? Nobody there gets another sunrise. But you do. Nobody there gets another day. But you do. Nobody there gets another chance? You do. Because every stone that's in that cemetery represents a story that is done. The book is closed forevermore. Any dreams, any goals, any stories that that person had that they wanted to write, any inventions they wanted to invent and help make the world a better place, any songs they wanted to write, any music they wanted to write, gone forever without a chance to see the light of day. Any medical cures that they might have had in the back of their mind, gone forever. All because they probably let a little voice sit on their shoulder and say that they're not good enough. They're not smart enough. They're not young enough. They're not old enough. They didn't go to school. They went to school and they dropped out. They were in jail. They did drugs. Their mommy and daddy beat them when they were kids. Their uncles raped them when they were younger. I mean, the list can go on with all the excuses that people can give. But until you learn to get away from those excuses and start focusing on you and your future and get away from that past, all you're doing is listening to that little voice on your shoulder that's keeping you in that victim mentality. That's keeping you in that little mindset that life is out there to get you. That's keeping you in that little mindset that play it safe so that you can live your life a nice, comfortable safeness. So when you go to die, you're comfortable and you didn't experience any pain or hardship or challenges. The only pain you'll get to suffer from is regret. But we're not going to talk about that pain. At least you didn't get heartbroken. At least you weren't embarrassed. At least you didn't file bankruptcy because your business failed. At least you didn't lose your good, comfortable job. It's okay. And if you have that little voice on your shoulder now, you need to punch that voice right off and get rid of it. That little voice is not doing you. That little voice is not helping you. That little voice is bad. That little voice needs a change. And put him on the other shoulder so he can say, you can do it. I believe in you. Somebody has to hear your story. There are alcoholics out there that need to hear how you overcame alcoholism. There are drug addicts out there that need to hear your story, how to overcome drug addiction. There are ex-cons out there that need to hear your story on how you were able to rebuild your life after being a con. See, there's always two shoulders that those little voices fit on. One's on the right and one's on the left. And you don't want to listen to the one that's telling you, be safe. You want to listen to the one and say, hey, let's go for it. You only live once. Look at the cemetery. It's filled with people that had one life and that was it. And that was it. Game over. Because your life is still being lived. Theirs is gone. Done. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. There's no second spawn. They're not going to spawn at a new spawn point. Nobody's going to throw some health packs out there at them. That's not going to happen. Yours, though, is still being lived. You have every opportunity to make that change. You have every opportunity to knock that voice off your shoulder and put the good one on there that says, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's try and talk about our business idea. Hey, let's try and bring up our ideas on going back to school. Hey, let's bring up that idea on that invention that you want to build. What's up, sweetheart?
You know my mac and cheese?
What about it?
I got 3 bites at it, and it tasted like buns, so it went in the trash.
Ew,
Yeah.
that sounds nasty. All right, anyways,
Why is there a number?
I'll talk to you about it later.
I'm awake. 5 a.m. because I'm putting in effort in my looks this week because it's the last 4 days. And what else? This week I find out what color scrubs I have to buy for next semester, I think. And what else? I farted. What time is it?
It is 10:01 p.m.
Oh, I thought it was like 11.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
I'm going to bed early tonight.
Oh my God, sweet Jesus! Hear that? Hear that, Aunt Bertha? Actually, no. Hear that, Mom? She's going to bed early. I might be having a big one.
My version of early is like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know. I'm teasing you. That sounds about my version of early.
Your version of early is 4 a.m.
Shh! Don't say that out loud. People don't need to know that.
What else?
Wait till they start seeing me start posting at 3 a.m.
Did you see Obet's sunburn?
Yeah,
he
wow.
wore sunscreen. I didn't wear sunscreen. Where's my sunburn?
Ooh.
Do I look sunburnt a little bit?
That's the Puerto Rican in you.
Well,
You got a little sunburn on your eyes right here, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, that's. But do I look sunburned anywhere else?
No, you look fine.
You're kidding. I only went to the parade today to get sunburnt.
You'll live.
No, I won't. Because Obet, he tries not to get sunburnt, and he gets sunburnt. I don't try.
Remember that one year we went to Waspy where he got so sunburned, he got sun poisoning?
That was him, not me.
I said that. You remember we went to Waspy and he got sunburned?
And then
sun
we
poisoning?
found out that I was allergic to blue aloe.
Oh.
Actually, we found out I was allergic to aloe in general.
Oh.
Today I found out I'm allergic to the grass at the graveyard. Well,
Probably.
I already knew that, but
probably.
Also, don't know if you can see, but I had a cacti in my whole hand.
Did you die?
No, but I found more pieces of it when I was at work in my middle finger when I was trying to make stuff.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, there's still a piece. There's 3 pieces.
You know what works? Glue. Elmer's glue. Put Elmer's glue, put it all in there, and then peel the Elmer's glue off, and it'll help pull it out.
Well, when we were down there, no one had tweezers, and they kept telling me to be quiet while I was asking for tweezers. So I was like ripping it out with my teeth because I didn't have anything, and I wasn't gonna wait.
Okay. Anything else for 5 a.m.? Are we really meaning 5 a.m. or are we meaning like 5:30 a.m.?
I don't know. That is right now I'm leaning towards 4:30, but that's not gonna happen. We all know.
So
that.
why don't we say 4:30, and I'll just say, well, I'll just wake you up at 5 a.m. I'll pretend to wake you up at 4:30.
No, don't do that. That would make me mad.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet.
Well, if you read it before you go to bed, like right before you go to bed, your mind will think about it and it'll help you process it.
Likewise, you can read it again in the morning. Something I created just for you. All right.
You see this? He's so dark, and I'm white. I'm dark. He's as dark as this thing. Might as well be.
Yep. I'm getting
Shut up, Boba.
Have kids, they said. It'll be fun.
You literally are dark. Look at him. He's as dark as that freaking coat.
Yeah, that's the pork chop in him coming out.
Where's my pork chop?
you have the mom pillow though. No.
Mom is darker than I am, and
shit.
she's white.
That might get banned. I just said that for something.
Mom's white and she's darker than me.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Olivia's white and she's darker than
Well,
me.
she is also like fully like partial, like she's like 60% Mexican, dude.
All right. Anyways.
She's not Mexican. That's the funny thing. She's Indian.
All right, can I finish this?
No. Where's Kauai?
Not on. It's probably working.
Where is it? Kirkfire.
Probably working too.
So 4:30. Wake me up at 4:30 since you're gonna be awake doing God knows what.
Okay.
And then just about every 10 minutes until I get annoyed.
All right.
You know.
After the third time, I'll have Obes get up and take a shower.
No, because then he will be in. Because whenever he gets up to take a shower, that means I get up to take a shower. If you haven't noticed, whenever he gets up, I get up.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because I usually give him permission to use water to wake you up.
I have a water gun.
And I have an actual gun.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
He's gonna get banned.
All right, anyways. Love you too, babe. Good night. All right, sorry about that. Temporary insanity and inspection.
Not pork chop.
We were talking about cemeteries and how people there, people there no longer get another chance, but you do. See, every stone represents a story that's already finished and gone and game over. The book is closed. The book is closed. The end credits have failed or fled up the screen and engraved in stone right outside. While yours is still being lived. You're still making that story. On a headstone, you see somebody's birthday, and then you see somebody's death day, and then you see a dash right in the middle. You are living that dash right now. And so what do you want to put in that dash? Because every consistent step you take is a sentence in that dash, is a notch in that dash timeline. You know what I'm talking about, a timeline. We all did them in school. We did a timeline from this point to this point. And we had a beginning and an end. And then from here we went, oh, hey, look, from this point to here to this point here, we did 8th grade and high school. And then we went to college. And then we started this business. And we started that business. And then we went to work here. And then we went to work here. Oh, we forgot to add in that we dated this person. We dated that person. Oh, hey, look, he had popped out a couple kids at this point, and we did this. And it's all on your timeline where you can look at your whole timeline all the way down from one side to the other. And that's your dash from your birthday to your death day. And that's your dash. What are you putting in that dash between now and then? Because your life is still being lived. Theirs isn't. They no longer have any more mornings. They no longer have any more second chances. They have no more spawns. They're not going to try and get a health pack to respawn somewhere else. See, our time is limited, but your purpose is chosen by you. Your peace is built by you. And while we are honoring everybody who gave their life for whatever reason, the way we live our life is our thank you to them. The way we live our life is our thank you to our parents. The way we live our life is our thank you to our grandparents. And our discipline becomes our gratitude, while our consistency gives us peace. And see, consistency is not about perfection. It's about trust. It's about when you keep your word to yourself. When you keep your word to yourself, your life stops fighting you. Your mind stops doubting you. Your emotions stop overwhelming you. That little voice on your shoulder gets hogtied and gagged. Because that little voice on your shoulder doesn't need to talk to you about your future. Because all it's going to talk about is being safe and secure and build that life of regret. So when you die, that's all you're going to have is regret for not doing anything. Because see, consistency removes the decision fatigue. When you focus on your consistency and your discipline, guess what happens? You no longer have to worry about making a decision. It just happens because you build it. It makes it happen. It helps build your identity. It makes you stronger inside. It gives you more confidence. It creates your predictability so you know where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're going to do it. It helps reduce your anxiety on whether you're going to get it done or not, because you got that confidence in you that you're going to get it done. Yes. Because see, that consistency helps align with your actions, with your values.
Can you give me one of those folders right there? On this side there. Thank you.
It aligns with your actions and your values and gives you peace. Because peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is the presence of your own confidence. Peace is the presence of your own self-trust that you can do it. And the only way you can build that confidence, that self-trust, is through consistent action. See, there are 3 consistencies that change everything. 3. 1 is a consistency of mind. Your daily mental consistency looks like your morning clarity, your intentional focus, protecting your attention, choosing your thoughts instead of reacting to them. When you wake up in the morning, making a bona fide action plan for your day. Because that's when peace starts, is in the morning, in the mind. And then there's consistency of action. Doing those small actions daily beat the big actions that are done occasionally. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to show up and be there for it. Take one step at a time, one walk at a time. Read one chapter of a book at a time. Do one prayer at a time. Do one task around the house at a time. Take one step towards your dreams at a time. Because see, peace comes from knowing you're moving. It doesn't matter how fast. Even slowly, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're moving. That's all that matters. The consistency of action is giving you peace by just knowing that you're moving. And finally, consistency of character. Who are you when nobody's watching determines the peace you feel when everybody is. See, when you keep your word to yourself, you build that self-confidence in yourself that, hey, I can trust myself. I can do this. You basically start owning your mistakes. You start owning the challenges that you had in back and you failed on, and say, hey, you know what? I can do this better. And you can definitely show respect to people that have done it before you. And then there's living with integrity. Find $1 on the street, pick it up, and give it to the person that lost it. But you know what? Nothing beats being who you are when you say you are that person. Because see, when your character is consistent, your spirit is clean. Those 3 things help build your identity. The consistent mentality, cleaning your mind out, getting rid of all the old yuck and putting good stuff in. The consistency of action, taking that step, and consistency of character. Be who you say you want to be. Even if you're not that yet, say it and do it. Tony Robbins says, be, do, and have. Because sometimes you have to be and do before you can have it. There's an old quote, fake it till you make it. Well, the shoe fits, we're going to wear it. Because you know what? This today is not just a holiday. It's a reminder. What? Oh. It's a reminder that our time is precious. Life is fragile. And our purpose is chosen. So I want you to try and focus on honoring those who gave everything by living your life like it means something to you. Honor those, honor your family, honor your kids, honor your mother, honor your father by showing up for yourself, by being consistent for yourself, by building peace inside yourself. Because your consistency is your gratitude. Your discipline is your thank you. Your peace is your tribute. Because you know what? After standing in that cemetery today, I realized if you're still breathing, you're still building. If you're still standing, you're still chosen. If you're alive, you're still called for something. Your story isn't finished. Your peace isn't lost. And your consistency isn't too late. So today, make the decision that you will show up. Wake up in the morning and say, I will show up. I will stay consistent. I will build my peace. Because your consistency is your peace. Your next move is your message to the world. Because you've withstood more than people know. You've owned more than people seen. Now it's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. And make your next move your loudest one yet. Have an excellent evening, everybody. Good night. God bless.